beat the Chiefs and Mahomes in the championship this year, and these guys want to go play flag football. Come on, like, geez. I mean, I could see so many old school GMs being like that. And
I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. I know he's right now the
flag football. Patrick Mahomes.
Nice. So the NFL is going to allow players to be a part of the Olympic flag football team.
Yes. And it would be awesome if some NFL players are out there representing the USA. This is a sport that we've played for a long time. We feel like we are the best at it. We don't need other guys. You set the third USA flag football quarterback on NFL players potentially playing in the 2028 Olympics.
This guy afraid of competition?
It sounds like it.
Just have a tryout.
Make sure to subscribe. Thanks. Now back to work.
Hey, what it do, man? Check it out. It's your boy, Mr. 1%, and we back right here on 1% Network, and we got some big news coming in right today. The 2028 Olympics, man. The NFL GMs have finally agreed that they will let players compete in the 2028 Olympics for the flag football's debut to the world. Right now, flag football has always been really big in the communities. I remember way back in the day, I used to go watch my dad and some of his friends play, with different work teams, would play against different organizations. The firemen might play against the police or the military guys, or something like that. But that thing has grown all the way to being able to be an Olympic sport in 2028. And the NFL has looked around and said, hey, shoot, we got the best players in the world. We need to go ahead and win some Olympic gold. And I think it's a big deal for football to be able to do that, man. Basketball has always been able to do that. Go out and represent USA. We got the dream team. We got the supreme dream team, and all those different things like that. I could imagine what it would look like if the NFL stars, right, got together, right? We just gonna say the best 20 guys, the best 25 guys in the NFL that want to play, because I don't see a lot of guys wanting to play, not being interested in it. When you play the contact sport, doing it with flags on is a little bit different. I can see some of them linebackers and things, some of them DBs maybe being a little too aggressive and not really wanting to play. But also, I think that a lot of the guys come up in the 7-on-7 world today. A lot of these young guys have come up in that world, so they could be interested in playing, man, flag football for the Olympics and winning the gold medal. That'll be super, super dope. Now, right, to get into a little bit of the NFL guys who have shown some interest, right? Pat Mahomes has said he would definitely love to play, would love to represent, for USA in the Olympics, but he think he'll leave it up to the younger guys. I saw cats like Tyreek Hill say he wouldn't mind playing. Justin Jefferson said he wouldn't mind playing. That would be amazing, right? Amazing. Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you could probably get in some of the college guys, man. I think Jeremiah Smith would be a really good pick. Travis Hunter, a new NFL draft pick, but Travis Hunter would be a great guy to play. He could play both sides of the ball. That would be great. Another kid that comes up in the 7-on-7 world, man, that would be excellent. Let me see. Let me think. Right now, let me know in the comments who you think, right? If you had to pick 7, let's just go with 7 on offense, right? From the NFL, who would you go with for your 7 guys to represent the USA in the flag football Olympics? I'm gonna have to go with, I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson at quarterback, right? I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson, Travis Hunter. I'm gonna put Tyreek Hill at running back. I want to go and get Jeremiah Smith, big man. We need a big man out there, wide out. My last 2, I'm going to go St. Brown from the Detroit Lions and my boy from the Bengals, man. That's it. I had them 2 LSU boys representing. Tyreek Hill, I think, would be the crazy mismatch, right? You keep Tyreek Hill in the backfield, you can motion him out wide. He'll be a mismatch with any linebacker in there with his speed. He'll be mismatched on the outside too with his speed, but I think if I had to line it up, I would probably go with those 7 guys, and we'll mix and match and see what can do what. But definitely, I think putting Tyreek Hill at a running back is cheating. We'll just run empty and run him up the middle of the field, touchdown every play. Tyreek Hill. Right now, we can't forget about the guys who made the flag football game what it is today. Right, and respect to those guys. I've been out. Like I said, man, I got to see some of the big flag football tournaments, some of the really big 7-on-7 tournaments, and it's a huge thing, right? It kind of reminds you of AAU basketball when that was getting started, in the 90s and the early 2000s, how fresh it is, right? And how many people are interested in it, all right? So then it takes you to the adult leagues. Right now we got Team USA, and they've been balling. You see their highlights, man. They playing both sides of the ball. The quarterback looked like he might be throwing it to himself. I don't know what's going on out there, man, but them guys is playing and they represent. And honestly, I think, because it's not like they'll be playing against NFL talent in the Olympics against those guys from other countries. So they probably can go out there and win with what they have. Doing my research, a lot of those guys have played college ball, might have touched a few fields somewhere. But it's one in particular, that's like the famous influencer for them guys, man. Shout out to Daryl Doucette. I hope I'm saying that name right, Daryl Doucette. But yeah, he's been balling, man. He's a superstar on that team, offense, defense, special teams, all over the place. And it's interesting, right? His view on it, he thinks that, they were the guys, that kind of built the game up and got the Olympics interested. So he thinks that they should be the guys that play and represent for Team USA, right? And I'm not mad at that take, but we got to be honest. Right? If we have the opportunity to let NFL guys come and play offense and defense, right? It's nothing nobody else in the world is doing against, our top 20 guys, even we can go top 200 guys, in the NFL, 300 guys. And it still wouldn't compare against, the average everyday civilian that got to go to work and he doing a little bit of workout. He ordered some cleats from Nike.com and he think he about to go out here and go ball and beat somebody, right? You think you going to go catch a pass on Travis Hunter. You're crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, all respect due, I got to say this. And, just to let you know, I definitely think that we got to let the pro guys play. The GMs, the NFL teams will let them play. And, the guys who want to do it, hopefully, everybody stays safe. No injuries, let's go get this gold medal. We let our NFL guys go out there and win, man. I did get to see Jason Kelsey speak on the subject. And it was kind of funny, what he said, that he thinks that the best players should play. And if those flag guys are the best players, let them play. But unfortunately, the flag guys aren't the best players, that we have to offer, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, I agree with that, man. If you got Pat Mahomes out there, or if he wants to be out there, who gonna tell him no? Who can stop him? You can't stop him in tackle football, right? That, like I said, I know some of you guys play, some of you guys haven't, and it's a total different game. A total different game, right? So please respect the pros that put them shields on, and even the college guys that do it at a high level, man. It's respect there, and there's also respect to the flag world. I know some guys in that world, man, and I respect that, and you guys do your thing. But telling the truth, if we had to choose, I'm gonna choose the NFL pros every time, and it'll be exciting to see what guys go out there and play, man. So let me know what you think down there in the comments, man. Drop a comment, if you think we should let the flag guys play or should we let the pro guys come in and play. It's the best of the best, right? No matter how you got there, everybody's story is different. The best of the best, and I think the NFL will represent the best of the best and go get us that gold medal. I don't think the Olympics will keep this going too long. This would be like break dancing, right? We're going to come in there, whoop up on everybody, and they're going to be like, look, we need to cut that off, cut that short. So I think, we might get a term or two to see this in the Olympics, but I don't see it lasting too long. Hopefully it do. I would love it for the football world. It'd be great. Young guys have more goals to inspire for. So just let me know, man, what you think. Drop that comment. comment, man. Now, I think it's very interesting that the NFL owners and GMs agreed to let guys play. You know, I think today they understand how big content is, how getting some of the superstars in the league out, you know, to put them on the world stage, what that could do for football. Obviously, we could tell with all the international games that's been happening. It's been games played in Brazil, in London, you know, Paris, and all this crazy things that's happening. I remember last year, Xavier Leggett, you know, the rookie that was down there with the Panthers, old country boy, man, great guy. Definitely got to speak to him a few times. He was like, he went over there, he lost some weight, you know, he didn't like the food, they didn't have lemonade. I forget exactly where they were playing, but you can see that the NFL has a plan for expansion. So I think this fits right along with those plans, helping them build content, like I say, getting more eyes outside of the U.S. on the game, and kind of highlighting the game more. If you know anything about sports, man, soccer is the world sport. You know, you got soccer, baseball, basketball. Football is very low on the totem pole because it's not viewed worldwide the same way it's viewed here in the USA. So, you know, I think that it's a smart move from the owners and the GMs, but interesting, right? We'll get to see the guys that they will be able to highlight. I wonder if it'll, and I'm sure it's already there. You know, Pat Mahomes, guys like that get a lot of calls, but I'm sure you'll get to see the next generation of superstars, guys that'll get the calls, guys that's gonna make them big plays, right? In the mix of some of the older guys too. Excited to see some of them guys get together, man. Like I say, Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Oh wow, you know, on the same field, nobody can stop that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, we throw big man up in there, big Jeremiah Smith up in there somewhere. It's going to be excellent, man. So I think it's a lot of money, a lot of opportunity, a lot of content that's going to be done. And I'm excited to see these young guys take this opportunity, man, and keep building the game out and helping the next generation, you know, hopefully create something new, you know, something bigger, you know, maybe 7-on-7 be a college sport, official college sport next, man. Who knows, man? Let me know what you think about that. How would you feel the 7-on-7 was like an official sport at college? Like you had the tackle football team and then you got a 7-on-7 team. You know, some guys that only play 7-on-7 ball, they don't play tackle football. So let me know what you think about that.
3